So this video, I'm going to show you my SMMA's entire SOP explained in a mirror. The first thing and the most important thing that you should have in your business is a way to generate clients, because without clients, you don't have a business. So over here, we realized that, and by the way, I did make this with my partners a while back. So we realized that, you have cold inbound, you have cold outbound, you have warm inbound, and you have warm outbound. So cold inbound, obviously, this is people who would like find your business on like Google and find your site and be like, that's so cool. That will never ever happen. It is wishful thinking. No one's going to do that. Second thing, you have cold outbound, which are cold calls, cold emails, cold DMs. These are basically your only solution unless you have money to spend and you want to make progress. If you're just basing your life on this, then I'm sorry to break it to you, you're cooked. Now, next thing, obviously the warm inbound. So these are B2B ads. This is the fastest way to get results. You can spend money today and get results tomorrow. And then obviously warm outbound, this is referrals. Now you can get referrals whether by having clients from B2B ads or from having calls and DMs and emails and etc. Now, after we found a way to generate clients, the next thing that we'd have is the sales calls, because you can generate potential clients, but if you don't have your sales calls right, then you're cooked. And so these sales calls, we figured would be best to have one-on-one. We tried 2-on-1, we tried one-on-one, and one-on-one just had the best results. People are more likely to just trust one person compared to trust two different people. So it is way easier for them to do that. After which, when we'd have a sales call, have a SOP where we'd prepare, right? Getting the meeting link, run the OBS to evaluate the sales calls afterward and analyze it. Find some client information, and we'd basically use their business or their site, because once we'd be in the sales call, if we show that we did a little bit of research on them, it would basically put us in a better position. They'd be like, oh, these guys actually looked into what I do. And, a lot of mutual respect will be built on that. And then we'd use the sales call framework that we have. I'm sure you have one yourself. If you don't, you need to get one. Then we get to the part of proof in the sales calls. Now we showed them the website we had. We had a client sample drive. We have testimonials. We had the contract. We figured that it doesn't hurt to show the fact that we are a legitimized business, that we do have an LLC. And then we mentioned the onboarding and the WhatsApp, of course, making that group. Then after we, use the framework and we showed them the proof, we would go into the offer. So by the way, this SOP is also how you should go in your sales calls. If you want to listen to me. If not, you can do them however the fuck you think, but this is how we do our sales calls. And so obviously then we give them the offer. We decide with appointment setting and the questions prior. Then after the offer, we'd give them the payment link. We'd set up the onboarding, and then we get the WhatsApp group. If they wouldn't have WhatsApp, some of them wouldn't. Some of them will just get WhatsApp in the call. I mean, if they're going to send you thousands of dollars, it's not going to be a problem for them to get WhatsApp. But we can also have SMS, and you can have SMS with your clients and go high level. Now, next thing, we'd be in the onboarding, and over here we have 2 people. So my SMMA has 3 total people with me in it. I have 2 partners, and in this onboarding, we'd have 2 people so that the person understands the team a little bit more. And so it's just easier for us to distribute tasks. Like if I have to talk to the client not to be weirded out, like who the fuck is this guy? Because he's already met me. And so obviously we'd prepare, we'd create all the info links that you need, right? So all the informations to then make like their go high level sub account and whatever, like getting access to their Facebook business, right? Getting their media, signing the contract, and then getting the information for the client setup, which is over here, where we had an index of client info, just so we understand, every single client, who they are, the information we have them in case we ever need it for whatever reason. Make their go high level sub account, submit it all free, integrate the Facebook and Instagram, and then we just copy paste the automation strategy in service delivery, but it's the client setup. And then obviously we'd get into the service delivery. So here we had a doc with the campaign strategy. Now this doc wasn't honestly all that much, it wasn't really all that useful. In the onboarding, we'd ask the questions like, what area do you work in, what radius, whatever, so that then when you get to doing the settings in the ad, you know what fields to put in everything. And so that's basically what this doc is for. It's a series of questions that you ask them in the onboarding and client setup, so that then you can just make your service delivery smooth without any issues. But this doc would also contain stuff like ad sets, the budget, etc. But these are generally going to be the same. Then you would create the ad copy, which we just had templates from what worked before. You're going to get over here after having more clients and getting results. Same thing with the ad creatives. We just have a drive of all of our best performing creatives. The settings are generally pretty simple, and usually they're about the same in every single scenario. And then obviously you can create a landing page. Now we actually didn't start off with creating landing pages. We only started making that once we'd re-sign a client and we want to scale more with them. And if it wasn't a full paid in full payment in the beginning and it was something like a 10% deposit, then what we do is obviously we get the deposit, then we get the work done so that then when we're on a call, we can confirm with the client and get the rest of the money and then launch. And after that is just about client upkeep, which is we'd aim to give them continuous updates every 2 days. And we'd also have some strategy calls where, sometimes we do this, sometimes we didn't, just because some clients don't want to do it. They're busy or there's no point in doing it. And so that's basically how the entire SOP would work in a pretty simple, easy way to understand so that, if you're missing any of these steps, you can quickly integrate it into your own SMMA. Or if you've never run an SMMA before, this is basically what you'd be looking at, an SMMA that actually does generate a pretty good amount of cash. And so if you like this video, I'd actually suggest you watch another, and I'd also recommend you probably subscribe because I have a lot of videos that give out a lot of value. And so if you like this one, you're definitely going to like a lot more.